रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। भगवते सीतायै नमः। भगवते हनुमते नमः। The wonderful narration of the Charitra, the narration of the beautiful episodes in the life of Sri Rama by Sakshat Parameshwar, Bhagavan Shiva, to Sakshat Bhagavati Devi Parvati is going on in the Kailasa Parvata, and Shiva is explaining one by one that the Nirguna Paramatma is the same as the Sarguna Paramatma. One ought not to differentiate. One can understand this in a different manner. When the seed was sown, or the seed was kept in the hand, you have a seed in the hand. The form of the seed is of a very small size. And we can't see the tree in the seed. We can't see the tree in the seed. But after it is sown and after a long time we see the tree growing, it's such a huge tree that can cover 100 acres. Like we have the big banyan tree covering so many acres. So all because of one single seed which has got the potential in it to become a huge tree. Similarly, the Nirakara Paramatma, Nirguna Paramatma, the Nirguna Paramatma, when we say Paramatma who has no attributes or who is not visible with attributes, You take this balloon also, when you take a balloon, we all don't perceive the air as we see with these eyes. We don't perceive the air. But when we see that the balloon which was flat has become round, what is there inside which is making it look round now? Inference. By inference, we infer that something is present in this which is pushing it out. It is pushing the rubber out to make it bigger now. So we have inferred, we are not still seen air. We have not seen air, but we have inferred. Although we can feel the air, but we have not seen air. Similarly, also Paramatma is present in every single atom of this universe. Not just in one moment. Paramatma is present always in all places. But we are not able to perceive Paramatma in the Saguna form. Saguna means with the form which we think like human form or any other form. We are not able to see that form. We are not able to perceive. It's not that we are not able to see, but what do we see? We perceive it differently. When we see a rainbow, we perceive the rainbow as a beautiful band. We perceive the rainbow as a beautiful band there. When we say band, immediately we say that means I can touch the band, is it? When I say band, can I touch the band? No. Is the color really there? It's also not there. I am seeing it, but I am not perceiving it. See the difference between seeing and perceiving? I am seeing it, but what I am seeing is not what I am perceiving. I perceive it in a different, now when I perceive it, I close my eyes and then see, okay, now I understand. There are droplets of water and the light of the sun is falling on the droplets of water. Therefore it is looking like this. Same way Paramatma is always present in the universe, but we see something and perceive something. So that is why Shiva is saying, Nirakara Paramatma and Sakara Paramatma are not different, they are one and the same only. Ram Satchidananda Dinesa Nahitaha Moha Nisala Valesa Sahaj Prakas Roop Bhagavana Nahitaha Puni Vigyana Vihana. राम सच्चिदानंद दिनेश है, राम है सत चित और आनंद. सत माने, what does sat mean? Always there. The word sat means, in English, if you translate it, it means eternal. Always present is what is sat. Chit, all knowing. Ananda, always blissful. So that is why these three together form Satchidananda. So Rama is always there. Rama knows everything and is always in the blissful form only. And then he is a Dinesha. Dinesha is Surya, Lord Sun. Wherever the sun is there, how can night be there? When the sun has risen, then how can there be night? Night cannot be there. Therefore, tahi nahi taha moha nishalavalesa. In the presence of Bhagavan Sri Ram, how can there be the night called as moha or illusion? Cannot be there. Sahaja prakasa rupa Bhagavana, Paramatma, Lord Ram is naturally of the light form. He is of light only. Nahi taha puni vijnana bihana. So one cannot imagine, once again, that is, the sun has set and then sun has risen. Sun has set and sun has risen. He is an eternal sun. Being an eternal sun, one cannot say that I was in ignorance and then I became knowledgeable. He is always light only. Because Paramatma is always light, there is no question of absence of Paramatma. Harasha Vishada Jnana Ajnana Jiva Dharma Ahamiti Abhimana Ram Brahma Vyapak Jag Jana Paramanand Pares Purana Harsh Vishad Jnana Ajnana Ahamiti Abhimana Jiva Dharma. Jiva Dharma means it's called as the what you call narrow-minded nature. The nature of this individual is narrowed or limited. Jiva Dharma means limited. The word Jivatma, Paramatma. Parama is also an adjective. Jiva is also an adjective. The noun is Atma. You add Parama to the Atma, it becomes Paramatma. You add Jiva to the word Atma, it becomes Jivatma. What is the difference between the two? Paramatma is all-knowing, present everywhere and indestructible. Jivatma is limited, knows limited. Jivatma has got Harsha Vishad, he has pleasure and pain or happiness and sorrow. He has got knowledge and ignorance, Jivatma. He has got Ahamiti Abhimana, he has that ego called as I. Paramatma does not have the ego called as I. Ram Brahma Vyapak Jagajana. Rama is Parabrahma, ever present, encompassing everything, and he knows, the entire world knows Paramatma. Paramananda Paresa Purana. He is Paramananda Surupa and he is the Paresha. Paresha means the ultimate Lord. And Purana. Purana means nothing beyond older than Paramatma. Nothing can be older than Paramatma. Purusha Prasiddha Prakasa Nidhi Pragata Paravaranatha Raghukula Manimam Swami Soi Gahi Sivanaya Umatha पुरुष प्रसिद्ध प्रकाश निधि. पुरुष माने परमात्मा ही पुरुष, प्रसिद्ध पुरुष हैं, सब में निवास करने वाले. The word Puri means, Pura means this heart. Puri means inside the heart. Purusha is the one who resides in the heart. So Purusha is Paramatma residing everywhere. He is a Parama Purusha, ultimate Lord, and he is only Prakasha Swarupa. He is always of the light form. Pragata Paravaranatha. He has expressed himself in different forms. Jiva, Maya and Jagat. In the form of three. He has become the individual, and he has become the Maya and also become the universe. Raghukula Mani Mama Swami. And this Ram, this Sri Ram, who is the Raghukula Mani, was being born in the lineage of Raghu Maharaj. He is my Swami, my Lord. Kahi Sivu Nao Mat. He immediately said that, and Shiva bowed down to Raghunath, folding his hands. Nij Brahma nahi samujahi ajnani. प्रभु पर मोह धरहि जड़ प्राणी जथा गगन घन पटल निहारी झापे उभानु कहीं कुबिचारी निज भ्रम नहीं समुझहि अज्ञानी. The people who are ignorant, they don't understand that they are now actually possessed by illusion. They don't understand. Ignorant people don't understand. Prabhu par moha dharahi jad prani. Or they think that, they assume that the illusion is not because of their illusion. They say Paramatma does not know how to look after this world. Paramatma does not know how to look after this world. Paramatma is in an illusion. Are you able to follow the logic? The one who is already illusioned, he thinks that Paramatma is an illusion. Paramatma, he does not know how to, what logic, he does not know. We know logic. I am better a logician than Paramatma. Jatha Gagana Ghana Patala Nihari. Gagana is Akash. Ghana mane Megh or clouds. And then this comes and closes. These Patala man, lot of clouds, they are moving in the sky. When the clouds are moving, people say that they have come and closed the sun. Truthfully, you see, all of us have seen that the clouds come and conceal the sun from our eyes. They conceal the sun from our eyes. So naturally, logically, our logic is like this, See, the clouds have come and closed the sun. This is what we say, no? The clouds have come and they have closed the sun. Is it true? Is that correct? Have the clouds closed the sun? How can you come to the conclusion that it is not correct? Because today's science also tells us that the sun, the size of the sun is so billions of times the earth and all the planets put together, and the clouds have been measured by human being. The clouds have been measured 1 kilometer, half a kilometer, quarter kilometer. How can a quarter kilometer cloud close the sun? So what has been closed? It's like a hand which is closing the eyes. The eyes are small, so when I bring anything small, if I close my eyes, my vision of anything beautiful also is gone, isn't it? What I am seeing might be a very huge thing, but because my eyes which are small are closed, therefore the clouds are not closing the sun, they are closing my eyes. The clouds are actually closing my eyes, not the sun. They are blocking my vision. They are not blocking the light of the sun. So this is the difference between an ignorant person and a knowledgeable person. Chitab jolochan angulilaye pragat jugal sasite hi ke bhaaye Uma Ram Bish Ik Asamoha Nabhata Madhu Madhuri Jim Soha Chitav Jolochan Angulilaye. A Manushya person brings a finger in front of the eye and looks at the moon. Suddenly the moon seems to be two moons. Because bringing the finger here, and you see, when you have something in front of your eye and you look at something far, then you have a double vision. And we all know how to squint our eyes automatically. We ourselves know how to squint our eyes. So when we squint our eyes or we do something by which we see the vision wrong, therefore the defect is in the vision and not in the moon. We mistake the moon to have become double, but actually moon has never become double. Similarly, Uma Rama Visha Ik Asamoha, the same way this moha ki kalpana or the perception of the illusion is very similar to that. नभ तम धूम धूरि जिम सोहा, अंधकार धुएं और धूल का सोना दिखना. The darkness which we see in the sky and the brightness which we see in the sky, both are not of the sky. Neither the darkness belongs to the sky and neither the light belongs to the sky. We feel that the skies have become dark. Skies have not become dark. It is only because the sun's light is not falling anymore on the earth. So we are not able to see. It is always our vision only which is defective, not the source of light anytime, at any time. Therefore, this moha is also an illusion which makes us think and feel about things indifferently, totally differently, not as they are. विषय करन सुर जीव समेता, सकल एक ते एक सचेता, सब कर परम प्रकाशक जोई, राम अनादि अवधपति सोई. विषय इंद्रिय और इंद्रियों के देवता और जीवात्मा. This जीवात्मा is the perceiver and we have the senses. We have the senses, the five senses and the sense objects we have. And then there is a devata. Devata means the enlivener. The enlivener of every sense. It's called the devata. So let us say I have the eyes and I have the object with me here. I have an object, I have the eyes, but I can't see. Because one of them is absent. The devata is absent. That is why Chakshur devata, Surya is the devata of the eye. Because he is absent, then I am not able to see. The moment the Lord Sun is happy with me, the eye takes the help of Surya devata, object is there, the three joined together and I am able to see. So this is a combination of three elements or four elements. Jivatma, Devata, Vishaya and Indriya. Four elements, they join together, only then perception is there. Vishaya Karana Sura Jiva Sameta. Vishaya is the object, Karana is the medium or the Indriya, Sura is Devata, Jiva is the Jivatma. Sakala Ekate Eka Sacheta. Each one is dependent upon the other. They cannot work without the help of the other. Sabakar param prakasak joyi. But ultimately the light for all these things is the Atma. Rama anadi avadapati soi. For everything ultimately the prakasha, the illuminator is only Paramatma, none else. That means just like you have the different apps. We have different apps in the mobile. We have different functions in the mobile. We say, okay, this app is different from this app and this app is not different from all these things, and we have the browser. Through the browser so many things we see. So they are all interdependent, but all of them are dependent upon one gentleman called as battery. You take out the battery from the phone and you see which no aap is on it, tum bhi nahi hai, main bhi nahi hu, wah bhi nahi hai. Nobody will work there. The source of energy for that phone with all that wonderful functions. One function seems to be more glorious than the other function. All of them are very nice and we have interdependent apps also there, but you take out the source of energy from that one and the entire phone is as good as nothing. So Rama is the source of every single, that is, the eyes are seeing because of the life force. The ears are hearing because of the life force. Hands are moving because of the life force. Tongues can move around because of the life force. Everything is because of that life force. That is Ram. So Ram is the Antaratma. Ram is the Antaratma, without whose presence nothing can work here. We'll pause here. Hari Om Tat Sat.